Michael here with a huge week in LEGO news. What does LEGO's use of AI mean for the future? 2 new LEGO idea sets coming soon. Dungeons and Dragons and more LEGO space. Minifigure factory, Peppa Pig. LEGO send me all the city fire sets. And could LEGO prices be coming down? And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web. So if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up over at Amazon, the LEGO UCS Razor Crest is 21% off. The LEGO Jurassic Park Visitor Center T-Rex and Raptor Attack is 33% off. The LEGO Dream Stable of Dream Creatures is 50% off, and the LEGO Disney Wish Asha's Cottage is 49% off. The LEGO Marvel Endgame Final Battle is 38% off. From LEGO Super Mario Big Spike's Cloud Top Challenge and from LEGO Avatar, the Torque Makto Tree of Souls sets are 35% off. And over at Best Buy, they have multiple Avatar sets 35% off, as well as the Goat Boat from Marvel. Over at LEGO, you can get the free Spring Guardian House with purchases over $80, as well as the Easter Bunny Polybag with purchases over $50. Plus, they've got an Easter sale with a bunch of sets up to 40% off, so if you want to pick up any of these deals and more and support the channel, there's links to everything in the description below. Next in Ninjago news, lots of fans were upset yesterday over LEGO's usage of AI art and concerned about what it could mean for the future. The images were discovered on the kids side of LEGO's website, as the images were used as part of a quiz about the character Kai. This prompted a series of articles in the LEGO community and even a reaction from Ninjago co-creator Tommy Andresen, who called it completely unacceptable and said that art should be made by artists. Taking a closer look, we can see a lot of oddities, like the copying of the headband from the anime Naruto, strangely bent legs, multiple versions of the weirdest LEGO hands ever, and what is this minifigure even holding? And all of this prompted an official statement from LEGO, where they say these images were used in a test which happened outside of our usual approval processes, and we will take all necessary steps to ensure that it won't happen again. And while they have policies against the use of generative AI in LEGO content, they also go on to say that we believe generative AI offers interesting opportunities, and we will continue to explore how we can use it to improve the experiences we offer and our ways of working. Obviously, when it comes to the purposes of creating art for the quiz, LEGO has so much artwork from the show itself to pull from, not to mention their years of product photography. When it comes to LEGO's use of AI, I don't see LEGO sets being designed by AI anytime soon. But as we're currently on the precipice of what AI's potential impact can be on businesses, I think it's a matter of time before LEGO finds some way to use it. And I'm curious to get your thoughts on this, but as always, we're gonna have to wait and see. Next up, we got the results to LEGO's Exploring the Cosmos contest, which reveals 2 brand new LEGO idea sets, coming as upcoming gifts with purchase. Our first winner is the Micro Rail Command Center, which combines classic space and railway. The design nicely uses the roller coaster track to create this small space train, and uses the baby astronaut just like we saw in the recent gift with purchase. Plus, the main station has some nice retro details, and I think it'd be a fun build. Next up, we've got the vehicle Moon Car. The vehicle itself has that retro-futuristic design, and I think there's some really nice curves. Also, like the display base with the lunar surface with that Swiss cheese-like design. Plus, this one would come with 2 minifigures. And in a larger sense, 2024 has really been the year of space, with space-themed sets coming from almost every theme with those special branded boxes. At a recent Toy Fair, LEGO even showed off that we'd be getting more from LEGO minifigures, LEGO icons, and LEGO art. For LEGO minifigures, we know that coming out on May 1st will be a collectible minifigure series all themed to space, which should be so exciting. And thanks to BrickClicker, we know that for LEGO icons, we're getting the Artemis 1 rocket and Launchpad, which will include 3,601 pieces and retail for $260 on May 15th. This new rocket set will have over 1,600 more pieces than the previous Saturn V rocket, so I have to imagine it'll be similar in size and feature set to that one, except for it will include the full launch tower as well. And interestingly, there's a similar LEGO Ideas project that is currently in the review phase, which might give us a glimpse into what the set could look like. And from LEGO Art, we're going to be getting the Milky Way Galaxy with 3,091 pieces retailing for $200. And according to BrickClicker, it'll be similar to the Amazing Spider-Man art set, featuring different pieces like plates and bricks to add detail. And this year of space is really out of this world. Next up in Dungeons and Dragons news, LEGO updated their website revealing a countdown to the set's official reveal. The final set based off of this LEGO Ideas project will be revealed on Tuesday, March 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific. And on the same page, they gave us a teaser featuring these 4 minifigure designs. There's a lot of interesting details we can see in these character silhouettes, but with a little Photoshop magic, we can actually see a little bit of the printing. Previously, we'd also gotten this teaser of the gelatinous cube, but now LEGO's also released this fun teaser of a mimic, as we see the creature eat this 20-sided die. And it looks like the designers did a great job capturing this unique creature. And thankfully, we won't have to wait too long to see the full reveal. Next up this week, LEGO posted its 2023 earnings. And last year's popular themes included LEGO Star Wars, of course, which had some great Ultimate Collector's Series releases, as well as another licensed theme in LEGO Harry Potter, which had the spectacular Gringotts. Next, we have LEGO Icons, which spans so many licenses like Lord of the Rings. Next, we've got LEGO Technic, which always seems to be a surprise for me. And finally, we've got a LEGO staple theme in LEGO City. But after we saw previous massive revenue growth of 17% at the end of 2022, we're now seeing that growth slow into 2023 with revenue up only 2%, though they were able to grow market share. It's natural to see LEGO's growth slow down after the explosive growth they had over the pandemic, and after seeing that previous price increase, I'm curious if we could be seeing LEGO prices coming down, as they state, we are in a declining toy market right now. But as always, we'll have to wait and see. Next up, over on LEGO's website, they've opened up the minifigure factory again in the US, which allows you to pick parts for a minifigure and customize a torso. Back during the previous pilot, I made a character that looked like this, and with the tool open again, I was excited to see all the new parts and make another minifigure. There's lots of different faces and hairs and accessories to choose from, but designing the torso is definitely the fun part, and I like starting with one of their base designs and adding to it. I tried to make my final design look like a basketball jersey, and I can't wait to check it out when it comes. And if you want to make one for yourself and support the channel, there's a link in the description below. Next up, thanks to LEGO and the Ambassador Network, I was lucky enough to get sent the full wave of LEGO City fire sets. And while I went in with no expectations, I was pleasantly surprised, as they're a lot of fun when you put them all together. The largest set is the fire station with fire truck with 843 pieces, retailing for $80. The base itself has a great look with the large numbers on the doors, which can be lifted up, though the fire engine has to hang out the back or the front. And in between, there's a water bowl for the dog and a little equipment area. Upstairs, there's the living quarters, the helipad, and the fireman's pole to drop down. The fire engine has a nice design with room for one inside. You can lift up the ladder and rotate it and place a minifigure at the top, or the entire ladder module can be lifted out to be replaced with the water module, which has those spring-loaded shooters. There's a build for a drone and a fire, plus 5 minifigures and a dog. Next up, we've got the fire rescue plane with 478 pieces, retailing for $55. The plane is pretty substantial with room for 2 firefighters. There are stud shooters on both sides, large engines, and a printed tail fin, plus large brick-built water tanks, with this pullback mechanism to drop large water droplets onto the flames, and you can reload it from this panel on top. We also have a nice nature build with these flames, plus a jetpack with built-in stud shooters, and 3 minifigures. Next up, the 4x4 fire truck with rescue boat has 301 pieces, retailing for $35. The truck has a rugged design with a spot for 1 firefighter, and at the back there's a stud shooter on a string, and below that is a spot to hook in the trailer that's included, and on the trailer is a small raft. There's also a nice tent and campsite with a bed and stove and trees, plus these flame builds that can be knocked down, and 3 minifigures. The fire rescue, helicopter, and motorcycle are both $10. The helicopter can seat 1 minifigure with a closing cockpit and a spinning rotor, plus stud shooters to knock down the flames, and 1 minifigure. The motorcycle is that classic Junior's design with a large hose to put out the grill, and this one has 2 minifigures. Across all the sets, there's a fleet of vehicles, and I love how each of them even have their own printed numbers. And the best part is the fire station has a spot for most of them, which really makes this one fun to collect. Next up in LEGO Duplo news, we finally got the reveal of the 4 sets coming for LEGO Peppa Pig. In July, we're getting the $20 Peppa Pig garden and treehouse and the $30 Peppa Pig boat trip. The treehouse is a nice size and it includes Peppa and George. The boat really floats and you get Grandpa and Peppa. In August, we get the $40 Peppa Pig birthday house and $70 Peppa Pig supermarket. The house comes with great accessories and Peppa, Pedro, and Susie. The supermarket comes with tons of food and a car plus the whole family with Peppa, George, Mummy, and Daddy. And I'm curious to see how fans take to the new line. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there were 4 more projects hit 10,000 supporters on the platform this week. First up, we've got Scooby-Doo in the Ravenwood Mansion. The design for the mansion has a great gothic look, and I know that fans would definitely love to get a large-scale Scooby-Doo set like this, but we have seen other Scooby-based projects rejected. Next up, we've got Vintage Record Player. The record player has a nice ornate design with a classic look and the gold accents. Plus, it has a nice mechanism to spin the record. And while it'd be a cool display, many of these object-based projects are rejected. Next up, we've got the Highland Cow, which is a symbol of Scottish culture. The design is pretty cute with all the fur detail, but we have seen many animal projects rejected. Finally, we've got Greek Holiday, which depicts the traditional Greek architecture style and the blue and white colors. We have seen many similar location-based builds not be selected, so I'm curious how it'll do, but as always, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, another awesome week in LEGO news. I'm personally very excited to see the Dungeons and Dragons set, not to mention all the space sets coming in May. And I'm curious to see what comes next for LEGO, whether it's coming out of their financial results or all of this news about AI. But at least in the meantime, there's no shortage of sets to build. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one.